Welcome everybody back to another BOLDcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is One Piece, episodes 178 and 179. What happened last time?
They were fighting.
We're still in the middle of that fight. We're gonna see, I guess, Ohm versus Zoro this time, probably. See what happens this time. Leave a like and subscribe. Check out Patreon to get 2 weeks ahead of uncut reactions, 1 week ahead of edited reactions, and if you want to see me bald, you can go to subscribe to the main channel, linked in the description. Let's check this out. Battle rages on.
The white hot battle rages on. No. I feel kind of bad for the snake. It's just having the worst day of its entire life. I do like that he keeps announcing it, though.
Very useful.
You can't escape my attacks that you keep escaping.
Where the heck is he? Where's he gonna attack from next?
Where's he hiding?
Where's he hiding? Just what in the world is this guy?
Quit wasting my time. Guess it can just go to any shape it wants, apparently.
Is it a sword?
It's clouds.
It's just like, at this point, is it even a sword? It's doing everything but what a sword would do. It literally turned into a wall. Maybe the sword is just a distraction. You think that he's gonna use it like a sword, and then he turns it into a giant fist or hammer or some shit. Or just a whip. Maybe that's what the thing is in the bottom. It's like a reservoir where the clouds come from. I never even thought of that.
Or a dial in there.
Yo, yeah. Wait, what the hell did he just do?
Something 36 something.
I thought he was just calling out his attack like he always does, like it's just like a sword swing, but just a formation, but it looked like he did some crazy shit. I gotta rewind that. I didn't realize I was talking over something so important. Fuck.
I feel like he might have done that before at some point, but I can't remember. Now you're done for. Now it's getting serious. Oh, holy.
Is that like some Buddhist shit? What is that? What the hell is Zoro doing?
I don't know.
Did we skip an episode?
No. I can't remember if he did something like this before or not.
There was the fight with Mr. One where he, like, focused in really
Yeah.
hard and was able to slice through the steel, but, like, he's never shot fucking energy blasts out of his sword as far as I remember.
I thought they're all just getting completely destroyed in there. Pierre.
Hey, Luffy, yes. It's literally a skeleton. Pierre.
Help Pierre. This is giving, like, Gabby from Attack on Titan, but just, like, way more flip-floppy. It's like, I hate you! Oh, you have a cute fox. Okay. Well, I mean, that's true, but it's easy for you to say. Mm-mm. Could you imagine if she just murdered him?
What would Pierre do then? I feel like this is a bit too simple of a examination of these themes. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like it's a bit more serious than like, oh, but you just have to live in peace and harmony and get over it. Like, what's the matter with you? You know? Like, I just feel like it's a bit.
Yeah.
Like, I get it's arriving at like a good place, but it's not like I just feel like it's. That's what I mean by too simple. Like, it's not wrong. It's just kind of like, you know.
Mm-hmm. I know what you mean. I'm excited to get back to Robin.
Mm-hmm. The gold.
Oh,
They've been stripping the gold.
Oh, you took the bell, maybe?
It's not what I was asking, but or was it? I guess she has been separated.
Music right now.
I feel like I've heard this song. Yeah, I have heard this. I guess because it doesn't corrode from electricity, because he's an electricity guy, gold, like, is very valuable to him and his abilities.
Oh. Damn it, Robin!
At least he doesn't know about it.
Well, now he knows about it.
Well, Kisama! Hmm?
400年前、この島が誕生した日、大きな鐘の音が国中に響いたという。国の年寄りは、それを島の歌声、この鐘は黄金でできていたのだ。素晴らしい。
素晴らしい。
あと8分だ。ことのついでに国中を探してみようじゃないか。
A race against this guy to try and find the bell.
A guy you can teleport wherever he wants. Hmm? Who?
目を覚ましませんか。良くなりますとも良くならないわけがありません。不安になった空でも
Is this guy about to die?
皆さんを心ゆくまでもてなし
This guy seems like he's about to die.
含めてね。
Pagaya, no.
Uh-oh.
What happened to the...
何事ですかす。
It's on lookout.
Who is it? Is it Kamakiri?
So I was thinking, oh.
もし王様と共に
Oh.
我々は閉ざされた空間で一体何があったんです。コニスさん、すぐに手当てを。
Hmm.
なぜ子もいる。みんな心配しています。エネルは全てを返す。
To the Earth?
スカイピアは正解へ落とされる。
Oh.
この国は
Oh.
そんなまさか。早く伝えてくれ。エネルは
What are they gonna do?
空に住む一切の人間を
Why? For what reason would he possibly want to do that?
そんなことをしたらゴッドエネル自身の居場所さえなくなる。箱舟マクシム。
Ark?
箱舟
Like a boat? Like
I mean, that's
like
what an
he-
arc is.
Yeah, like he's gonna
But if he kills everyone, what's the point of the arc? What's the point
for
of
all
like
the
a...
gold.
I guess, yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
GG, Pagaya.
私の願いは平和になった空でまでもてなして
Hmm.
Is the gold what allows him to do that? Or is the devil fruit that he has just so fucking broken?
Yeah,
like, 'cause
well, that's what I was
that's
asking
way
about.
beyond. Like, the mantra is one thing. That's what the whole, like, God, holy shit gets. We don't exactly know how that's bestowed. But, like, that is... His powers are so far beyond even the most powerful devil fruit we've seen, which is, like, either Ace or Crocodile. Like, they're
Yeah.
the two, like, strongest versions, where, like, Crocodile could control basically the weather creating sandstorms across this
Yeah.
place. Like,
But he could.
but he couldn't fucking Kamehameha blast in a strike of lightning that's like not just a lightning bolt, a lightning cluster of like millions
Yeah.
of bolts concentrated on one area, a huge like nuke in one spot that just like deletes everything.
I wonder. Okay, there's a couple options here. I wonder if he's more powerful because he is in the sky, so like similar to
Crocodile?
how Crocodile
Right.
went to the desert, so that he would have more
Control over
yeah.
his devil fruit. Yeah.
So that he's in like the perfect terrain, like how maybe if Ace was like living in like some kind of
Like a
like
volcano.
volcanically active terrain, then he could use that to his advantage. I'm not really sure. And also, I'm not sure if it's that or if, there's something about the gold, because I remember previously we had talked about like, has he built some kind of
Something.
weapon that allows him to do that?
And maybe
then
that's
also,
what the rod is.
Yeah, and
It's
then
like a tuning rod.
also we had talked before about like how if he can just strike people down, like he doesn't strike people down that often.
Yeah.
So is it he has to it takes a lot out of him to do that. So he only
there's a
can do it every
cooldown,
once in a while. Or
There's got to be something like that.
there's some kind of thing that is preventing him from just like
I mean, with that,
Yeah.
that's the thing, is with that power, he could just he could kill anyone he wants at any time.
But and even so, and then I guess it even brings into the question of if it takes a lot of him, why even bother to strike people like that, other than the fact that it is impressive and like seems more godly, when he could just turn to lightning, go there, kill them, and go away, you know?
Yeah.
Is it just for like the dramatic effect?
I think it is. That's why he like made this whole game thing that I don't personally even understand fully. He just decided, oh, this many people will be left in this amount of time, as like a
bet.
but also something that he's a part of. Like with his powers, he could literally do what he did to Sanji and Usopp. Like
To everyone.
to
Like, he
everyone
could
at
just-
any time.
yeah.
Like he could just zip over there, bam, you're dead. Locky, like he could have done that to everyone already and won the bet. The bet, you know.
So that's, I don't know what to make of that. There must be some kind of cooldown or something with his powers, or it's just like that's convenient and just, you know, just for literally for dramatic effect. But I think that there might be something more with like the sky lightning bolt thing, and I think it must have something to do with the gold. That's the only reason why I didn't even think of this before, because we were thinking of like monetary value, and so we were like we were talking about how we're banking on he must be from the world, like not a sky person.
Yeah.
But if he has a lightning devil fruit, gold like is a conductor that doesn't corrode over time, like copper, for example. So it's like a super powerful thing for him specifically, and I never even thought about it. But it would make sense why he would value that much gold. It's because he'd be able to do something with it, you know.
But then he's planning to destroy Skypiea and sail around in a magical flying arc.
Yeah, I don't know why.
For some purpose of his own, and I don't really know why he might want to do, because originally it's like, okay, if he just wants to take all this gold and then like go down to the blue sea and be super rich,
Just ballin', yeah.
then like fair enough, you know, like I'm sure most of the pirates down there would also want to do something
It's
like
a fairly
that.
simple goal, and like in the meantime he gets to play God, and it's just kind of, you know, that's you can kind of see that,
but bringing down everything, it's like, what even, like, in the end, like, what does that do for him, unless he's just evil and wants to murder everyone, or if he wants to like let people on the ark and be like their savior or something, you know, like if he wants to be like pull like a Noah's Ark thing where everyone like rolls up and is like, he gets to decide like who can come on or not. I don't really know what his game plan is with that.
Yeah, I don't know why, like, I don't know why he would want to draw, like, just because he's a piece of shit, I think, that's it. Like, that was kind of with Crocodile, like, at the end of the day, Crocodile, like, maybe we'll learn more about what he was thinking, like, later, but in the moment, it was like, we could go over all the different things about why, like, what his plan is, or, like, but at the end of the day, it comes down to he's just a piece of shit who like enjoys causing harm to people and wants to cause chaos or have control in some way. You know, whether he wants control or wants chaos seems to change depending on what the story needs from him as a villain, and like, you know, or what the circumstances are, what will let him come out as a victor, basically. I feel like there's kind of a similar thing here, where it's just like, what's a good way to make Eneru more evil or threatening as a bad guy? It's like, oh, he not only wants to rule over everybody and like kill a bunch of people, and get all the gold, and that's like, oh, that's the secret goal behind him being just a piece of shit and just kind of enjoying messing around. But he's just like, he just wants. I don't see what he could get out of this. Like that's where it's different from him like wanting the gold and maybe having something like something to get out of it. Like, I don't think he gets anything other than just destruction from destroying everything.
And I think that in a way, okay, so we previously established is like, okay, he's almost done, he's like leaving soon, and then it's like, okay, if we defeat him, but all he took was the gold and he's gone, then that doesn't really like bring everyone together or help anything. But what I feel like is, you know, if possibly like, you know, maybe if the like other sky people come to help because they know that they're gonna get destroyed, then can like bring them and the Shandians together, because they're fighting to save like the Skyland as a whole.
So yeah, this like development on a plot scale is more about like tying up
everyone in danger and bringing everyone
together and tying up sort of the island, like the Shandian sort of redemption plot type thing. That's more what it's about. It's less about what Eneru gets out of it from a writing thing. It's more about how it helps the characters kind of come together.
Also, it might help, you know, just to involve more of the Sky people, because right now, like we have the Shandians like fighting for their lives and for their home, and then we have Gonfall, who has kind of just been like exiled at this point, like self-imposed exile at this point from his people, but he's, you know, acting kind of on their behalf. And then we have Conis and her dad, who are like you know, helping, but like kind of on the sideline. So we don't, you know, maybe if other people get involved, then it's like shows good faith that they actually are helping and not just, you know, kind of benefiting and like doing their own thing, you know? Freaking Robin. So what about that bell? He's like, I didn't know about a bell, but now I know about a bell. She's like,
You could have been lying. Because that's how everything will get dropped, right? So like if he's planning to drop the island, then he would have had to know about the bell unless he had some other way to drop it. I think he didn't know
that the bell was gold though. Like he said, oh, so that bell's made of gold. Now I'm interested, kind of.
I thought he said like what golden bell? He said like golden bell, question mark? Golden bell. Doesn't know. Interesting. What did you learn by the letters? Oh, no. Wait. Yes. It's here. It's here in the sky. And then he's like, oh yeah, the bell, bell chime.
But then I think he's like, oh, I didn't know it was made of gold. I thought he said. I see that bell was made of gold. Wonderful. It's like he heard tell of this bell but didn't care about it because it didn't do anything for him. And then now that he finds out that it's made of gold, then he's like, oh, I might as well look for it in the last 8 minutes of this.
I wonder what the deal with this fucking beanstalk is.
They've
been skirting around the beanstalk this whole time. They have a name for it, and it's like a key feature of the landscape. But I thought it was just aesthetic or like some kind of maybe a greater thing. But it must be connected to that somehow. It seems like they're kind of avoiding it on purpose, and it might have something to do with how everything gets dropped. Like maybe that'll be his thing. He'll like cut the beanstalk, and then it'll like that's the tether, and it will all fall down or something.
Everything actually like flew into the sky more.
Yeah, I don't know. But I was gonna say something else about all this shit, but I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
And then we got Zoro's new fucking shit.
Yeah, I feel so dumb that I feel like I can't remember if he did something like that before or not.
Who could he have done it?
I don't know, but maybe he didn't, and maybe I'm just insane.
But usually when you say that, you're right. But I genuinely don't remember him ever doing a fucking like a
maneuver like that,
like a Legend of Zelda sword beam fucking thing that he's got going on. I don't know if that's visual flair or if it's just like the force. I mean, it is just the force from his blade. He's not actually doing some sort of like energy blast. But it's like a delayed kind of like forceful strike. Yeah, it's just crazy. It's now like beam struggle shit. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of crazy. I don't know what to make of it. I guess he can do that now. And yeah, maybe I'm just forgetting.
No, I might be wrong because we've been going kind of slow on this lately. So I love the snake. I feel so bad for the snake.
Yeah.
I mean, he ate them, but he's also just getting beat up so bad.
I feel like there was more to talk about here. I had more to say, but I don't remember what it was. He's eating an apple. Very interesting that God is eating this like forbidden fruit stand-in. Like there's obviously some kind of connection there or something. W. Next one. You're getting fucked up. Oh no. Oh no.
I mean,
oh
this whole
shit.
place just burned down.
Oh. How can they put that out? I wonder if he's actually
just
dead.
Too nice.
He's probably alive. After Pell, I don't believe anybody can fucking die.
He did get... I mean...
Pell was in a nuclear explosion. He was carrying the bomb. Oh.
Oh.
I wonder if it can survive falling back down into the ocean. It survived getting blasted up, but
Yeah, well, if all of Skypiea, like the clouds and stuff, I don't know if they would. Look at her. Cute.
all right.
思ったより手間取ったね証拠かとりあえず
Oh, he's so well trained. Holy. He is, you know, that guy, he is a very good dog trainer.
That is true. Say what you want about him, but he trained his dog well.
No, be careful about cutting it in half here.
Why?
Because what if they were right there? Yeah. Shoot, like, its eye or the inside of its mouth or something.
Watch Wiper just try to blast Zoro right now.
慈悲だ手を差し伸べて解放してやった神の務めと必死に動いているようだが宴の余興としてはせいぜい絶望を知るさてそろそろ
I've dealt with your kind before.
It's not something that she can fight very easily.
Yeah.
It's like the worst matchup for her.
Hmm? What the hell?
What is he doing? He's just starting to destroy everything?
How can one guy have this much just raw power? Just from eating a fucking strawberry. He ate a papaya one morning and then could control light, like fucking destroy continents with lightning.
Yeah. Oh, Chopper.
Chopper, no! Chopper, wake up. Holy shit!
Oh, Chopper. Oh.
No! Is Wiper gonna have to save Chopper? Oh. Is that a shoe?
Yeah.
Whose shoe was that?
I don't know.
Yeah, Luffy, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why'd you hang on to the dial, man? I was like, yeah, Nami, I'm good. Is like, his wrist is in the propeller of this
Oh my
fucking jet engine.
god.
Oh my god.
Get them, Pierre.
He's gonna have to use the impact dial while he's falling.
It's oh my god.
I guess that's why people were like, oh, there's technically his name is a different translation or whatever. But I bet that they chose Gone Fall as the translation for this moment. Because the joke wouldn't make sense to English viewers, I guess. Or to Japanese viewers, now that I think about it, but.
Maybe the arc is gonna be made of gold. You think? Maybe they made a giant boat out of the gold, and then you can use his lightning power to like keep it floating. And dials and stuff. Oh my fucking god, man! Ugh! Can we get out of the snake?
I know we got half the
Please.
people out of there, but
We've been here for like 10 episodes at least. Oh my god. But now Luffy's gonna enlighten Isa about being nice and forgiveness and shit. Oh my god.
Oh, Pierre.
Yeah! You didn't notice when he turned into a balloon?
You didn't notice when his head was like trapped under rubble?
I thought he was gonna say Bakemono.
Oh my god. I love Pierre's noises. It's the best part.
Butt shot.
基盤が雲でよかった。
ルフィとアイスは置いてきちゃったけど
あったり馬であっ
I will always trust Pierre.
ねえここって一体どこ
たは地下のようだが、見たことのない場所だ。このような場所があったとは。
What?
まさか、ここが
Oh, he's seeing it for the first time.
俺たち、シャンディアの。目指した場所、先祖が守ってきた誇り高きと。
Snake. I was like, wow, look at the city.
ルフィがまた中で何かやってる
What are they looking for?
馬神の様子が変
It's home. What if this is where it lived before? Well, it was just a little snake.
つもりだ空の主。
Oh.
何を騒いでいる
Lord of the Sky?
No!
He's like the guardian animal spirit. No! Oh, I thought he blew up the fucking thing.
Oh.
What about Luffy?
私はいいんだけどでもね
That's not nice.
Poor guy.
She has that breath dial. Can't she just slice through the snake to get out? But I don't want him to die. We just learned he's like a super important figure. He was crying because he finally made it home or something.
ともしなかった空の主が。くそ、これじゃ中野は。雨雲。
Oh my god.
Oh no.
じゃないか。戦士ワイパー招待してやったというのに。そう言い切り立つな。はまだ
Holy
終わっ
fuck.
てはいないのだ。ゲームだと。他愛もないゲームさ。お前もその後ろの面々も。
Is he gonna be like, if you are one of the 5 peoples left standing, then I'll give you your homeland back or some shit, and then they're have to fight.
And there's only a couple of them right now.
生き残りの将軍。よくぞここまでたどり着いた。
Poor Chopper.
何ちょっとした戯れだよ。3時間が経過した時81人のうち一体何人参加者もいるがそれも認めている。生き残り5人。
5人ですってゾロ、ロビン、変な騎士ちょうど5人よね
Yeah, but Luffy and you.
Yeah, well, if he doesn't know.
その3時間が
Is he gonna throw like a crazy fit when
Oh,
Luffy
boy.
comes out and he's alive?
神が予言を外すわけ
Better kill yourself then, so you can be right. It's the only thing you can do in this
That'd be
situation.
funny if it ended like that. Oh, I guess I'll die. Guess I'll take care of it myself. Why are you humoring this? Well, good luck with that.
Viper just kills Nami. It's the evil blue sea woman.
What do you think of that?
That was crazy. And so now we've seen how he uses his ability. He just, like, goes like that. And then, like, can call down, like...
But it was smaller when he did it against, God of the Sky. When he did it against the snake. It was, he just, like, sent a big ball of it, and then it struck down. Mm-hmm. But yeah, at the start of the episode, we saw him, like, with his arm up in the air, like, like sort of finishing it up, and then he, like, reverted back to a human form. I bet he must be, like, it's still my hunch that he's sending it up to, like, the gold arc in the sky or something, and it's all rigged up with gold or something.
To, like, reflect down on
Well,
it.
to conduct it and then focus it to where he wants it to go. I think, like, to amplify it, maybe, like, take in some surrounding energy from the sky as well, you know? I don't know. Similar, kind of similar to how we talked about Crocodile with the sandstorm. How it's like, it's not his sand, but he can control, like, the sand to some degree and then, you know, whip it around and cause it to sort of amplify over time. Like, maybe something like that.
I feel so bad for the snake. The snake must have been from here, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And then he got all sad because he got to see where he was when he was just a little snake, like a normal sized snake.
I was seeing if, like, Kalgara had, like, a snake companion or something like that. So there, I hadn't said Jormungandr, like the world serpent, but it makes sense that that's the connection here with this guy. So in Norse mythology, there's the Jormungandr, or the world serpent, which, like, the Vikings thought that the world was like a disc or flat. So, like, or at least this is my understanding. Correct me if anybody knows better than me, but to my understanding, and like a big snake the size of the world would go around the circumference of the planet, and or you would, like, fall off or confront this this giant, huge fucking snake. And it was the world serpent. And then coincidentally, when, not even coincidentally, it's probably on purpose is what I'm saying, but when Eneru struck, he said El Thor, like in Norse mythology, where he, like, calls lightning like Thor, who's the god of lightning in Norse mythology. So that's clearly a call to that. I'm sure that Oda for sure is sort of making that connection with the world serpent and with the god of thunder striking it down. And I think Thor killed Jormungandr, am I right? Because in, here's another thing. I was talking about Susanoo. I know in Shintoism, the mirror to Thor is Susanoo, who's the god of the storm as well in Shintoism. So in Shinto mythology. So and also Susanoo killed Yamato no Orochi, who was the fucking huge snake of Shinto mythology. So it's like these complementary, like, pretty much the exact same story, just in different things. But I'm pretty sure, but did Thor kill Kratos? Kill Jormungandr. Jormungandr, the Midgard serpent, also world serpent in Norse mythology, who encircles the realm of Midgard, not the Earth. Is Midgard the Earth? I don't know. See, I'm not very smart. He is the son of the god Loki and the giantess Agrabah, and brother of the great wolf Fenrir and Hel, queen of the dead. At Ragnarok, at the twilight of the gods, he slays and is slain by the god Thor. So yeah, so in Shintoism and Norse mythology, there's the
similar.
This pretty much the same story there. But Susanoo is not, I don't think, is killed by Yamato no Orochi. So yeah, I just thought that was kind of cool there, because there's been multiple with Eneru. There's been multiple, like, allusions to, like, there's the apple last episode, which is like Christian mythology, and then obviously with the big ring there, that's like either that's not Susanoo, that's Raijin, like we mentioned before, and Susanoo's the god of the storm, Raijin's the god of lightning. Now there's mentions of Thor, etc.
It's just all gods.
Well, yeah, I appreciate it, because it can get kind of bland when it's just like, like, it's something that a lot of writers do, where, like, it's a fine line to walk, but when a lot of people, when they're writing their thing, it's like, oh, I want to make it like big, like, oh, I want people to like take it seriously, so I'm gonna make it like Christian mythology, and everything's like, oh, praise be to me, blah blah blah. And there's a bit of that with Eneru, but at least it's taking from multiple different mythologies and multiple different religious history and stuff like that. So at least it's varied and it's interesting, and there's multiple inspirations from other things. There's probably a lot that I haven't even caught as well. But yeah, anyway.
I love Nami. Good, he didn't notice me. And there's 6 people there that she thinks that they're gonna kill her, so that there will be 5 people.
Oh, yeah.
Like, things are all gonna turn on her. Frickin' Luffy just... I know it's because they can keep him out of the fight till the last second, but it's like he's just been in this snake for so fucking long that it's like... just absolutely ridiculous. And he's like, oh, we're back in here, and it's just like, no, oh, we're back. Shut the fuck up, get out.
Watch Luffy get out and be the ultimate super weapon against electricity, because he's rubber.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
He's a rubber man, so it'll just bounce off of him.
Is he resistant?
What if he literally can just repel it because his body's made of rubber?
And he just can't defeat him, so then he has to fight him in hand-to-hand combat.
Well, it would just be sick because, like, and maybe that's why Eneru is being built up to be, like, so much more, like, crazy more powerful than anything we've seen. Like, could probably kill fucking any sea king. Doesn't matter, like, the giant turtle could kill those fucking... Like,
strike
he is
into the Grand Line and...
ungodly. But yeah, like, electrocute everybody. Like... Like, he is, like, maybe that's, like, that could be why they're building up Eneru to be so fucking powerful, is because he's gonna be weak against Luffy, and it's gonna be a big joke.
Well, we've seen before, like, with Luffy's greatest strength is in his...
Stupidity, right.
Yeah, but also his physical fighting abilities, and also sometimes his, like, plans and strategies.
Creativity, yeah.
But... usually in a fight, he is going to succeed when he can just pummel them to death, essentially.
Yeah.
So that's why the previous arc was such a challenge for him, because Crocodile was resistant to physical attacks.
Yeah.
And then here we have another person that is resistant to physical attacks, but yeah, are they going to pull that thing where he's resistant to lightning because he's made of rubber?
Yeah. Which would be perfect, and it would be, it's going to be so funny.
And that's why, because that's the thing, is like, Crocodile was always, like, very powerful, but it seemed like, well, someone out there could probably defeat him, you know what I mean? But in this case, it's like, Eneru is so powerful that it's like...
It's unbelievable.
I don't think we've met a person that could even come close, because he is literally lightning.
So far, he's like Meruem level of, like, how could anybody touch him? Like, you like, it's literally... fatal to touch him. Like, if he wanted, he could just turn into lightning, and now you're fried eggs on a fucking... And he can escape super
fast. He can strike from a distance as well. He can like remote strike you down, so it doesn't even have to get near you.
Yeah, he can drone strike you from fucking miles away. But that would make sense why, like, Oda, because, like, okay, here's with One Piece, there's an element, we've talked about it before, with, like, the power scaling, it's twofold. It's, like, it's goofy, like, we compare things to Naruto a lot, because Naruto is, like, I feel like it's more baseline in the way that it approaches everything than One Piece takes a bit of a different route. And it's like, Naruto is always, like, really serious about his power scaling, and then that ends up failing it when it doesn't follow through with the things that it sets up. Like, chakra natures end up just canceling each other out. Regardless of, like, at one point, like, chakra natures are introduced and shipped in to be like, oh, fire does this against this, and earth does this against that, and there's this rock, paper, scissors, like, circle of, like, 6 different things, and then there's more, then there's shadow, and then there's 4, like, it just, and magnetism, and it basically, as it goes on, just completely throws that out the window. Like, that whole system of this rock, paper, scissors thing was meant to be this sort of rule book in this set of basic rules that we're establishing that will go on to the end of the series, and a logic that we can kind of follow as the audience. But it turns out that Kishimoto just wanted to follow that for this one arc and this one villain that, like, had a bunch of different chakra natures, and, like, have a way to kind of create a logic to that fight, and then didn't carry through. So there's a lot in Naruto, unlike One Piece, that it takes itself very seriously with that type of thing, and it has its downfall when it doesn't follow the same logic, or when it just kind of throws it out the window. One Piece isn't as serious about all that shit. It's very on purpose, doesn't like all the stuff with the water and the devil fruit thing. That's a perfect example. It's like, okay, when we want it to like completely like be a factor in a fight, and like somebody will be, the devil fruit user is completely taken out of the fight because they're like get doused with water or are underwater, then we do that. But if at any time Oda wants to be like, it's not that serious, he just does it. And because of the tone that he takes with the series, he leads the way. He doesn't let the story like trap him with that, because at the end of the day, he makes the decisions from moment to moment. There's a trade-off with that where it's not a concrete level of logic that like we can sort of predict everything. Like the audience, it's really difficult to like accurately predict how everything's going to go based on the logic of like the combat system or the power system. It ends up being more of a, if you want to predict things, it's like, oh, well, he probably wants to have a big moment here, so this is going to happen with that character or whatever. So as it applies to this, it's difficult to like know whether like, or no, that's not what I was saying. It's not difficult to know. All of that going into Eneru being this powerful is not like an accident for Oda. Oda's probably making him this level of extremely powerful to set up a fight with Luffy. That's why Luffy's been away, like you said. It's all Oda knows that like he's making Eneru way more powerful on purpose to set up this confrontation that's coming here. It's kind of a simple thing to explain it really complicatedly, but anyway. But yeah, so I don't think that it's like I don't think that Oda's like getting in over his head. I think that he just is setting it up on purpose to be not as powerful against the one person that is like,
and I mean it could go in a different direction too.
Maybe,
It's you're talking about power systems stuff. It's kind of similar to Hunter x Hunter, I feel like, in that way, where in that they obviously make a big deal about, you know, even if someone is more powerful than you might still win against them based on whatever the nature of certain things. And that's kind of in here too, because just in the story they make it so clear that anything can happen at any point. Like a gun can eat like an object can eat a devil fruit, and it's just like specifically like that reveal, it's like, okay, literally anything can happen. There are no rules. Anything can happen. The fucking cloud could eat a devil fruit for all we know. You never know. And I feel like it was always kind of like that, but that was kind of the final straw where it's just like, okay,
literally
there are literally zero rules. There are, categories of things. There are types of devil fruit powers, but anything can happen, you know what I mean? And
I think Hunter x Hunter is the opposite of One Piece. You're saying that they're alike in that way. Hunter x Hunter goes out of its way to do kind of a Naruto thing where they really hardcore set up the power system and then follow the rules really strictly.
I guess what I was trying to say with that, of like, it is more strict, but it does leave fights very open, I think, in a way like this, as where Naruto like kind of tried to box itself in and then kind of like tried to get out of that, whereas Hunter x Hunter was like, there are strict rules, but at the same time during the fight anything can happen, and you're not like gonna lose just because you're up against this person that has this, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I have a different view on it. I think with Hunter x Hunter, it's just that Togashi succeeded where Kishimoto failed. It's like they take the same approach, a very serious analytical approach to their fighting system, and their powers, and everything fits within these categories. But Kishimoto eventually just said, I don't give a fuck what I said earlier, I just want the cool thing to happen with this character. And Togashi said, I want the cool thing to happen with this character, but it needs to fit in with this framework that I had. So someone like Meruem, who's like ultra super powerful inexplicably, there still is a logic with how things fit within the previously established. Like, nothing that Meruem does is against, like, despite how overwhelmingly powerful he is, nothing that he does is against what was established in the Heaven's Arena arc. No, nothing that any of the powerful characters do. It's still just a scaled up, like if they have like a really powerful ability, it still fits within the framework and with the logic that was established early on in the series, that was even established before all of that stuff was even revealed, like before we even knew about any of that. So, and that's why, I'm saying like One Piece is like the opposite. Like there's a lot of ways that I think like in terms of characterization and things like that, like with Luffy, with a couple characters, there's similar approaches, but they diverge in philosophy very quickly with how Oda and Togashi like take control of their stories. Like Oda is clearly way more about freedom than he is like crafting because the thing with Hunter x Hunter and why I like Hunter x Hunter so much is that it sets up things in a way where if you're thinking about what's going on, then you can find out based on the logic of the story, based on the power system, based on everything that's been established. You can just think about those things without thinking about like story beats or anything, and you can accurately predict how a fight is going to go if you're like open to surprises. You know, like his Gon can do something that, you know, is completely like ridiculous and like you would not think of it because he's insane. So like, but what I'm trying not to give spoilers, is why I'm not getting into details with that. But like there are times where like you're like, how the fuck is he gonna get out of this? It's like, oh well, if you just don't care about this other factor, then and you're willing to make a sacrifice, then I guess anything's possible. But it doesn't go against the logic that's set up previously. Whereas in One Piece, Oda, like you said with the devil, like the objects eating devil fruits, you're right. That's Oda on purpose. He's rather than down the line be put in a place where Oda is like, shit, I want to do this crazy thing and this nonsensical, illogical, crazy shit that nobody's gonna predict because it doesn't make any sense, but it is in direct conflict with what I said earlier. So with some like devil fruits being eaten by objects, he did that on purpose, and other things like that on purpose, to say, I make the rules and I'm saying anything goes, and I want to have the control. And that's at the sacrifice of, you know, the audience being able to predict what's going to happen based on your logic. Because he's basically saying, I don't care about the logic. I care about the emotion. I care about like the scale of presence in the story. I care about people feeling like this is a big thing and big things are happening and this is like awesome and everything. But like, I don't care about people, you know, oh, this, you know, this makes sense with, you know, I don't know, like this lightning cancels out fucking water or something, or, you know, like shit like that. So it's a different approach, and there's benefits to both. And the benefit to Oda's style is that he can, you know, you eat a logia fruit, and now you don't even need mantras. You have the power of God because you ate a fucking pear one day, and it had the powers of a god in it. Which actually, now that I mention it, it's like makes a lot of sense with the whole god, like forbidden fruit fucking, you know? Maybe there's something there too. He ate a forbidden fruit and now he has like this super crazy power. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, that's a big rant. I don't know how, we got on a tangent. I forget how all that connects back to this specific thing, but basically, you just kind of got to be up for the ride. That's the difference. You just kind of
on the cruise.
You have to be on the cruise. You can't be too locked into like power scale, which in most series is kind of a bad idea. Anyways, you'll be disappointed if the series goes on too long, anyways, and you're still attached to the rules that were established in the first like 20 chapters, because the author usually isn't. See Naruto, Shadow Clone Jutsu and Substitution Jutsu and Transformation Jutsu. Yeah, see all that shit.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how this all ends up, and like how, like what the resolution here is going to be, if during this fight, and how long is Luffy going to be trapped in the snake before he gets out and is able to do something here. And
I hope the snake doesn't die as well, because now that we know that it's like a religious kind of figure of this island,
Or, it's sad. It was crying, you know? It had the worst day of its life, but then it came home and it was crying.
I bet it was like the pet of Kalgara. I bet it was like brought here as a normal sized snake and knows Kalgara, and then Kalgara died and he like entrusted, take care of the whole, like.
What if the snake ate the bell?
Ooh,
What
that
if
would
the
be
bell was
perfect.
inside the snake the entire time?
That would be perfect.
But I feel like we would have seen it or
Well,
heard it like clanging
What if
around in there.
Eneru knew that and that's why he fried up the snake? So that he could reach in and bring out the bell.
But then again, if the bell was down here, then the snake is like crying and like happy. So I feel like if the snake had eaten the bell, then it would have already been down here before because the bell was supposed to be down here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Either way.
Very interesting. Sorry that what we said. Is there anything else having to do specifically with the episode that we could talk about? Chopper.
Poor Chopper.
Conis
Yeah.
going off to warn the people. Hopefully that she can get them at least far enough away where Eneru won't be able to strike them down.
Yeah. Or maybe
Holy
they
just listening.
Yeah, I love that. I love that because it's like the whole thing is like, I trained my dog so good. And then it's like, oh, you trained him so that he would obey anyone, not just you.
Yeah.
He would anyone who told him to do anything. I love that. That's so funny. And just like because I feel like I love it because you have this giant boxing dog and it's just like, what are we gonna do with it? Like now that fight's kind of winding down and Eneru showing up, it's like, what purpose does this dog have? None. Let's get rid of it. Yeah.
Nice.
That was funny.
Okay. Well, leave a like and subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next one, Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye.